Hey Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
End of last season, Bobby Carsack was asked to comment about Drive Parkerson's retirement, and he said, "Good riddance." Meanwhile, Neil Brackett is okay to race this season. Meanwhile, in the Florida 500, Don Chapcar has the pole position. Meanwhile, on lap 52, Klint Shiftright takes the lead from Don Chapcar, and then his own father, Craig Shiftright, will take the lead later that race. But on lap 200, here comes Neil Brackett, and on lap 321, Buddy Breaker comes around. Also, Tom Landis will take the lead away from Buddy Breaker around lap 400. Tom Landis just had a slump for the past 2 seasons. But later on, Craig Shiftright will go on to win the Florida 500. Gearson, who placed 6th in the Florida 500, starts pole position in the second race. And later in that race, Bobby Carsack, the veteran, overtakes him, but then Darrell Cartrip will win. Meanwhile, in the third race, Neil Brackett will start as pole position or he wins, but Strip Weathers and Cole Speedland will give Neil Brackett a hard time. Besides, Cole Speedland's currently in a slump at the moment. Darrell Cartrip goes on to win the third race, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and also the 7th race. 5 races in a row, won by Darrell Cartrip. Do you think Darrell Cartrip is going to win? Maybe. Kidding, Darrell Cartrip. No, winning the 7th race for you. Bill Racelaw begins at pole position. Then midway through the race, Dale Earnhardt takes the lead, and then Strip Weathers wins the race. Nope. Klint Shiftright wins the race. Besides, on the 8th race, Strip Weathers starts at the pole position, and he leads for almost the whole race. But then, Alloy Wilson passes him. And later, Dale Earnhardt will... Does he win? Maybe, but Dale Earnhardt crushes a lot of racers, like the N2O Cola racer that we'll see later. Strip Weathers also overpasses him, thinks it's not cool. Besides, Benny Pitstop starts the 9th race, and of course wins. And then there's Chapcar, who wins the 10th race. Craig Shiftright gives him a hard time though. Seriously, Neil Brackett, engine damage! And then, Darrell Cartrip wins the 10th race. On the 11th race, here comes Dale Earnhardt, who wins the next 3 races, causing a lot of crashes along the way. Klint Shiftright thinks that's not cool, then he wins the 15th race. Buddy Breaker had a season-ending crash that race. On the 15th race, Bill Racelaw wins, much to Dale Earnhardt's detriment, who wins the 16th race. I guess Benny Pitstops needs a pit stop, because he just lost the win. And then Strip Weathers goes on to win that very race. Later, Jonathan Melcher wins the 17th race, and Alloy Wilson and Bill Brady gave him a hard time. Don Chapcar wins the 17th race, all the way to the 20th race! But then Klint Shiftright wins the 21st race. When Don Chapcar came all the way back in 7th, Cale Yarbrough and Sammy Smelter give him a hard time. Darrell Cartrip eventually wins the 22nd race. Alex Quint, Craig Johnson, Jonathan Melcher, and of course Neil Brackett crash. And Darrell Cartrip wins the 22nd race and the 23rd race. Darrell Cartrip, why are you just winning every second race? Good job, man. Then the 24th to 27th races are all won by Strip Weathers against Darrell Cartrip. Surprise! Mario Andretti wins the 28th race, even though he's been finishing mediocre positions all season. Besides, Mario Andretti has announced that he'll retire next season. Cole Speedland wants to put his doubts to rest, so he beefs up his game. Then he wins the 29th race, thus stalling the Piston Cup winner, because these 6 racers in order: Darrell Cartrip, Strip Weathers, Don Chapcar, Klint Shiftright, Bill Racelaw, and Dale Earnhardt can all mathematically win the Piston Cup this season. And that's how it is. But still, it's sad to see who could miss out on winning the Piston Cup, being Benny Pitstops, Craig Shiftright, Cale Yarbrough, and Alloy Wilson in the very next spots in that order. Besides, on the final race, Dinoco for 250, Neil Brackett has the pole position and leads for the first 4 laps. But then on lap 5, Ruby Oaks takes the lead away. He's been an underdog all season. But then Bill Brady leads the next 2 laps. Don Chapcar doesn't think that's cool, so he leads the next 2 laps. But then only to fall back. This time, Benny pit stops, speeds aggressively. But then on lap 11, Alloy Wilson will take the lead. He'll remain in the lead until lap 15. Earnhardt will crash both Benny pit stops and Alloy Wilson. On lap 22 to 29, Strip Weathers will remain in the lead for all 7 of those laps. But then on lap 30, Darrell Cartrip takes the lead. He will remain the lead for 9 laps until Bill Racelot takes over on the 39th lap. Then on lap 44, Craig Shiftright, the veteran, comes and takes the lead. Craig Shiftright gets crashed by Dale Earnhardt, who takes the lead on lap 47, all the way until lap 53. Dale Earnhardt just has a thing for crashing. But then, Craig Shiftright is out. Buddy Breaker, who missed the final race, got revenge from 1977. On lap 53, Ernie Gearson will take the lead. He only retains the lead for 2 laps when Cale Yarborough takes the lead and then leads until lap 62. Then Dale Earnhardt just comes back! And then he'll remain in the lead for 15 laps until Darrell Cartrip just takes the lead. Wow. And also, he remains in the lead for 9 laps until Brad Maverick Gonzalez will take the lead until lap 91. And he blows an engine, so now he's out. And on lap 91, Mike Yankee takes the lead. And only on lap 98, Jonathan Melton takes the lead. Then Don Chapcar will take the lead on lap 100. On lap 108, we do know for sure that Dale Earnhardt will not lead anymore. But on lap 108, Strip Weathers takes the lead. From laps 109 to 116, he's in the lead. But then on lap 116, Neil Brackett, he's out because of an engine damage. And so is Bill Brady, Andrew Axler, and Alex Klint due to crashes. Now on lap 117, Clint Shiftright will take the lead. Don Chapcar will take the lead on lap 123, remains in the lead for 3 laps. And then Craig Johnson will take the lead on lap 127, but only stays in the lead for 1 lap. Next 7 laps, Darrell Cartrip will be in the lead, only to lose it to Strip Weathers on lap 136. He'll remain in the lead for 9 more laps. And now Dale Earnhardt is out due to crash. Bill Racelot is also out due to a crash. Then Sammy Smelter will lead for the next few laps. On lap 154, Jonathan Melter takes the lead, only to lose it a few laps later to Ernie Gearson, who will lead until lap 164. And now Ruby Oaks will take the lead and lead for another 4 laps. And what is with all these engines being blown out? Now he's out. Clint Shiftright just takes the lead until lap 177. Don Chapcar will take the lead for the next 6 or 7 laps. Now, Strip Weathers has taken the lead. He will lead for an incredible 25 laps until Cale Yarborough takes the lead from him on lap 210. Jonathan Melter will take the lead on lap 215, but only 2 laps later, the completely unimportant little Torquey Pistons racer, who's just substituted for Bill Brady in this picture, and Jonathan Melter crash, thus meaning they're both out. Now, Darrell Cartrip will take the lead after this crash. And then on lap 223, Clint Shiftright will take the lead after this. But only on lap 235, Strip Weathers will take the lead. But only on lap 243. Now, he's down 3 laps because of the fact that he crashed with Tom Landis, who also loses 3 laps. After this fall, Ernie Gearson takes the lead, but only remains in the lead for 2 more laps, when Darrell Cartrip happens to take the lead, but loses it on the last lap to Ernie Gearson, who wins the Dinoco 250. Ernie Gearson was not in the running for the Piston Cup. Darrell Cartrip wins the 1981 Piston Cup. And here's our results. Here's our results. They're quite mixed up, but let me explain a couple things. In 29th place is James Robson, who was referred to as the bumper save racer last season. There's also Michael Lugnuts, who was the tank coat racer from last season. There's also Charles Johnson, who is the fiber fuel racer from last season. Charles Johnson, Bobby Carsack, and Tuocola racer Ron Pitcar have had a major slump last season. Ron Pitcar was so bad, he came 42nd last season, which is why you don't see him on the chart in 1980. But yeah, here are all of these racers. Besides, Mario Andretti still makes the top 20, even though he missed half of the season. Dale Earnhardt dropped significant points due to stuff. Well, he missed like half the final race anyways. But here, look, in third place, Don Chapcar. Look at that! What's up with that? Craig Shiftright sacrificed points to let his son get up higher. Tom Landis, finished in the 20s last season. You can also see that Bill Brady has saved a little bit of face by finishing 18th this season. And also, Cale Yarborough dropped a lot of points. And also, look at Alloy Wilson, top 10. And also, you all know that Slide Powers raced in 1948. Do you believe that he'd be racing in 1981? No! Yeah, there's also quite a few sponsors that you probably wouldn't see in 2005. But still, look at this list. Well, some of it looks quite weird because it had to be compiled almost last minute because of these daily uploads now. And also, Mike Yankee failed to break top 20 this season. And of course, Darrell, Cartrip, and Strip Weathers just swap spots. Why? Because these two are considered the best racers as of now. Besides, Dale Earnhardt caused a lot of crashes, but well, yeah. But here's the most important fact. Parkerson is gone! And also, with the Combustor Racer, last season you saw 11. Mario Andretti is the true number 11. This mistake has been corrected on this chart, where the Combustor Racer has number 111. But he's completely useless, so I never showed him here.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back. And that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Besides, the 1980s are a very interesting Piston Cup season. Wait until the gridlock of 1984! And also, 1982 Piston Cup season should be out tomorrow. Also, Cole Speedland slump. What are you doing, Cole Speedland? Finish higher. You finished 24th this season.